everything from a Heisman to a Nagurski in their rich legacy, and today in Minneapolis, the Golden Gophers hope to add another memorable chapter. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Golden Gophers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So Iowa's offense will have the first possession of the game. The Gophers and the Hawkeyes clash for one of the great trophies in all of sports. Rich in tradition, they are playing for Floyd of Rosedale, guys.
Anytime it's a trophy game, you know the intensity is going to be at a different level. These two teams, they circle this game all season long for the right to pick up a giant pig trophy after the game. What could be better than that?
And these trophy games matter. Why do they matter? Somebody comes in from the trophy every single year, and they're going to tell Iowa, and they're going to tell Minnesota the background, the story about this, and why this game means so much, and that's why there's a trophy.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Toss sweep to the right. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Trying to seal the edge on the right. Across the 25, he's got room. There he goes down the right side. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So Minnesota's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked. Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
A lot of hard-fought, memorable games in this rivalry. The Gophers took a close one last year.
And they've been gloating about it and celebrating that win last year all year long. Not just the fans, but everyone.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on 3rd down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's McNamara. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. Taylor has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down.
Easy.
Motion from the offense. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense needed something to go right, man. They're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
You start with this type of field position and have to settle for a field goal. This is a big third down coming up. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's four-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it, fourth and very, very long. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Trying to get to him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Brosmer. Steps away to find some room. He'll pull it down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Here we go. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. Buys a little extra time. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Coming after him, getting some heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in third and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays.
He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. They're just about ready to kick it away. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
It's now second down after the short completion.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking for a man. It's Brosmer. Intercepted. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The handoff to Johnson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
And it's up and no good. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Hands it off. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Working that left side now. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Hawkeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Yeah, this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
On 2nd and goal, they believe he's got a nose for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive.
Nice move, create some space. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up. Trying to find his man on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking the shot. Got it inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Down Minnesota.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll give it to Johnson. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. This rivalry between Iowa and Minnesota even predates Floyd of Rosedale. Goes all the way back to 1891, guys.
Crazy to think about a rivalry going that far, and it's passed down, and the uniforms changes and the names change, but it's so cool, the history of this intact. People keeping track of the records, and it means something to those players back then and to these now.
Yeah, tradition, that's one of the things that makes college football the greatest sport in the world. And the fact that you get to have these trophy games, Floyd of Rosedale, are you kidding me? This is a game you've got to tune into.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
The Hawkeyes get enough to move the chains.
Pound it, pound it, pound it. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, if you're not going to do anything about it, you want to be a great offensive coordinator, keep calling the run.
On the run, still looking. He's going to run it. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who would have thought a bronze pig could turn 2 level-headed fan bases into emotional tornadoes? But that's exactly what you get in the fight for the Floyd of Rosedale Trophy. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that, let's send it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Iowa plays out.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Hawkeyes will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to move it through the air. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Looking to throw, it's Brosmer. Throws for the tight end. He makes a catch. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They're trying to get to him. That pass is incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Fires on the move. Complete to the left. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again.
3-2 Spider. 4-2
The handoff to Johnson. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Hawkeyes are marching down the field. They'll go to the ground. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Try to get it on the ground. And the Hawkeyes pick up the 1st down.
That's a risky play call there, 4th and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
Skips away from pressure. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And the beatdown has ensued. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker. You could tell. Locked in on the quarterback. Chases him down. Gets to him. And not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle. Gets him on the ground.
Pulled down for the tackle.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The give to the back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Cobra.
To the air, it's Brosmer. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Golden Gophers will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? This offense has a 2nd down play.
42 Spider.
They'll try the run. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off of the football, create some holes like you do here from my running back, make the game easy.
Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Movement here from the tight end. To the ground with the back. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Third down play from the gun. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Back to pass, it's McNamara. Throws to the tight end. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
Finds a man by himself. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Going up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Taylor. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Golden Gophers will hustle to the line. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Feeling some heat. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looking to throw for it. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this 4th down conversion. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. They want that clock to run. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll go to the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Going to the ground. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
325.
The toss sweep to the right. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack.
And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are, it's late, everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Looking to throw, it's McNamara. Now improvising. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
He's got it down the left. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Trying to get the corner. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. The official says no good. Always want to pile on those points when you can, guys, but if you have a 20-point lead, life is good. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll throw it on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse.